Overeating, indulging, living life, being a human, that's part of the game. That's going to happen. That is not just likely, it is guaranteed. It's inevitable, and it's perfectly all right. Hey there, my fit friends and food lovers. Excited to have you back for yet another video. I'm particularly excited about this one because I do a little demonstration that I think is hilarious.
It's hilarious.
So yeah, be sure to watch till the end. Make sure you don't miss the demonstration I have to prove my point. But then also be sure to like the video if you like it. Share it if you think you know somebody who could find it useful. And if you're not already, subscribe, because honestly, I like talking about this food stuff. I like talking about this fitness stuff, but more than I like talking about it, I like helping you love food on your way to being more fit. So don't forget to subscribe, and you can even click the little bell icon to make sure you know when I'm posting new videos, because honestly, I would love to have you around for all of these, and I'd love to have you be part of like that fit food lovers family that I've got going on here. All in all, I am excited about today because we are going to be talking about this all or nothing mindset that happens all too often when it comes to fitness, when it comes to goals, when it comes to health, when it comes to progress, when it comes to losing weight. Insert any goal you may have. Most people approach it with this sort of all or nothing mindset, and that all or nothing mindset isn't doing anybody any good. Tell me if this sounds familiar. You've got fitness goals, you've even got a program or a plan, maybe you're working with a coach like myself, and you're crushing it. Like, you're doing great, you're building all of this like good momentum, everything's going fantastically, and then speed bump, or worse than a speed bump. Maybe there's a complete tire blowout, you lose control and everything goes crazy. I think it happens to everyone. And I think you can probably relate to the feeling of just like, man, I was doing so well and then X happened, or Y happened, or Z happened, or it was just a stressful day at work and I didn't have the mental energy to even think about cooking, let alone cook something that was gonna be on track with my goals. So I stopped by the drive-thru and I got myself a large order of fries because it's what I needed. Like, it happens. And it's actually perfectly all right. The problem is taking this all or nothing mindset to fitness actually shortchanges your ability to make progress, and it doesn't set you up for success at all. And so that's what I wanted to talk about, because so many people, so many times, be it people that I'm working with in my coaching or people that I just like talk to in DMs on Instagram, the coach that cooks, by the way, people are honestly looking at fitness as some binary thing where it's either you're doing it or you're not doing it, and there's no in between. And I know the saying goes that close enough only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, but close enough counts in this fitness stuff as well. And one misstep is not justification for throwing away an entire week. What we do most of the time matters most. And in all reality, you're never more than just one bite away from being right back on track. So don't let one misstep, one night out, one indulgence in a donut or a cookie or whatever, don't let one thing determine what you choose to do with the rest of your week. It's this all or nothing mindset that gets in the way of our progress. The analogy I often use with the people I coach is this cup analogy. So what I want you to do is imagine you've got a cup and a pitcher, and you're pouring a bunch of water into your cup, and you accidentally overflow the cup. Like, oh goodness, whoopsies. Like, what would you do? All you're gonna do is you're gonna set the pitcher down, you're gonna maybe clean up what little bit you spilled, and you're gonna move on with your life. Why don't we do that with fitness? Why don't we do that with our nutrition goals? There are gonna be days where we overfill our cup. Now, what we do next is what matters most, because those days are inevitable and there's nothing bad about them. What we want to make sure we do is that we react and respond to them well. And the way to respond to it is to put the pitcher down. But what a lot of people do, especially when they're dealing with this all or nothing mindset around fitness, is they overfill their caloric cup, and they're like, all right, well, already ruined it. And then they pour the rest of the pitcher into the already overflowing cup. Water goes everywhere, calories go everywhere, and we're left even more off track than we originally were. And it's silly. It's not helping anybody. Oh, shoot. Whoops. Oh, shoot. That was a little too much. Well, we've got it in our heads that going a little off track is enough to completely derail the week, or completely derail the weekend, or even just that day. You're like, well, today's already shot, so, I'll just start again tomorrow, or I'll start again on Monday. And that's not helping anybody. No single decision, no single night out, no single weekend, week, or whatever is ever gonna ruin anybody's long-term fitness. When we think that it could or that it will, we have this all or nothing mindset. We are either on track or we are off track, and there is no in between. And if we view that as the only option and the only way to make progress, we're probably only ever gonna fall short. We're probably only ever gonna be disappointed or frustrated or discouraged with our progress. So instead, what I want you to do is understand that overeating, indulging, living life, being a human, that's part of the game. That's going to happen. That is not just likely, it is guaranteed. It's inevitable. And it's perfectly all right. When you go maybe a little bit off track and you find yourself being pulled towards just throwing in the towel, throwing your hands up in the air in frustration, and giving up on your goals for that day or for that weekend or for that week even. What I want you to do is consider the cup. Think of, oh, I just overfilled my cup a little bit, no biggie. I'm just gonna set the pitcher down and call it good, rather than dump the whole pitcher out and create a bigger mess than you had on your hands in the first place, right? Here's the thing though, this is much harder in practice than it is just in pontification. And this is because we're basically unpacking paradigms. We're unpacking behaviors and habits that you've probably had ingrained for years and years and years. So this is a harder thing to put into practice than it is for me to say, because of course, this all or nothing approach to fitness is something that we've had drilled into us for so long, for so many different reasons and from so many different sources. And habit change, behavior change, these are hard things. So what I really want you to do, and really what I want you to take away from this, is that there is a better way than having this all or nothing mindset and approach. There is a better way than emptying the whole pitcher into your already overflowing cup. And there's a better way to approach fitness. But getting to that better place is gonna take some time. It's going to take some effort, and you're not gonna do it overnight. So what I want you to do more than anything else, and what I want you to take away from this, is to be compassionate with yourself as you work on changing these habits and behaviors. Because most people involved in fitness, most people that have fitness goals, they've been working at this probably a handful of times. This probably isn't your first go at trying to lose weight. This probably isn't the first time you've watched a YouTube video about fitness. I understand being worried about that one misstep and feeling like once you make one mistake, well, there it all goes, because you've probably lived that. What I really want you to do is start retooling the approach you take, not when you're on plan, but when you go off plan. Because what happened honestly probably doesn't matter all that much. What happens next matters a lot. Because it's really easy to have one mistake turn into 2, 3, 4, 5, 12, 30. I haven't really been focused on fitness for a few months now. And that can get in the way of progress. But that first misstep probably won't. And it especially won't if you get right back on track afterwards. So let's practice putting that pitcher down. Let's work on retooling the habits and behaviors that we have when we go off track, because that's inevitable. That's going to happen, and that's perfectly okay. And let's start shifting the paradigms we have around food, fitness, the relationship we have with food, fitness. Let's start working towards being able to function like human beings, being able to enjoy food periodically without feeling guilt or shame or like we ruined everything, because you didn't. So let's enjoy the process. I guarantee when you do, you'll actually make more progress. Dang it, I gotta actually spill though. That's where I'm struggling. It's hard to overfill a cup.